Hey, coin collectors and history lovers! Welcome back to your go-to channel for rare and interesting coins from around the world. Today, we're diving into the fascinating history and circulated value of the 1972 Australian 10-cent coin. If you have one of these coins lying around, you might want to stick around because we'll be discussing its design, mintage, and what it's worth today. A little background first. The 10-cent coin was first introduced in Australia in 1966, when the country adopted the decimal currency system, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence. The coin we're focusing on today, the 1972 issue, is part of this first-generation decimal series. But what makes the 1972 version special? Well, while it might look like just another coin in your pocket, the value of circulated versions today depends on several factors. Let's break it down. Before we talk value, let's look at the key details of this coin. The 1972 Australian 10-cent coin has these specifications: composition 75% copper, 25% nickel, weight 5.65 grams, diameter 23.60 millimeters, edge reeded, features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. Displays the iconic lyrebird, designed by Stuart Devlin, symbolizing Australia's rich wildlife. This coin is not only a piece of Australian history but also a collector's item, depending on its condition. So, how rare is it? Now, when it comes to rarity, mintage plays a big role. In 1972, the Royal Australian Mint produced 29,170,000 of these coins. While that might seem like a lot, finding one in high-grade condition today can be challenging. Circulated coins from this year are common, but uncirculated or proof versions are much harder to find. That brings us to the real question: how much is it worth? Circulated 1972 10-cent coins typically sell for around $1 to $3 AUD, depending on the level of wear. However, if you have a well-preserved or uncirculated coin, the price can go up significantly. Collectors often look for coins in mint state, MS, condition, where there's minimal wear. An uncirculated 1972 10-cent coin can fetch anywhere between $10 and $50 AUD, especially if it's graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. If you're really lucky, you might come across an error coin. Some valuable errors found in Australian 10-cent coins include coins that were struck incorrectly, creating misaligned designs; small lumps of metal appearing where they shouldn't be; coins that were struck twice, causing overlapping images. If you find a 1972 10-cent coin with a major error, it could be worth $50 to even $200 AUD depending on rarity. So, should you keep your 1972 Australian 10-cent coin? Well, if it's heavily worn, it's worth little more than face value. But if you find one in great condition or with an error, you might have something truly valuable on your hands. My advice: always check your loose change. You never know what hidden treasures you might find. The 1972 Australian 10-cent coin is part of the decimal currency system introduced in Australia on February 14, 1966. Before that, Australia used the pound, shilling, and pence system, which was replaced by the decimal system to simplify transactions and align with international standards. When Australia switched to decimal currency, the 10-cent coin was introduced as a direct replacement for the 1 shilling coin. It was designed to be similar in size and value, making the transition smoother for the public. The first 10-cent coins were minted in 1966, alongside the rest of the new decimal currency. The 1972 issue was part of this first generation of 10-cent coins and followed the same design introduced in 1966. The design of the 10-cent coin has remained consistent since 1966. It features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. The words Elizabeth II and Australia 1972 surrounding the portrait. This design was used from 1966 to 1984 before being replaced by a newer effigy. A lyrebird, designed by Stuart Devlin, who was the official coin designer for Australia. The lyrebird is a native Australian bird known for its incredible ability to mimic sounds. The number 10 appears above the bird, indicating the coin's denomination, IN 1972. A total of 29,170,000 10-cent coins were produced by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. It was a standard issue and remained in circulation for decades. Unlike some other years, 1972 did not have any proof or special edition releases ***. Only standard circulation coins were minted. The 10-cent coin has remained an essential part of Australia's currency, although its purchasing power has decreased over time. Even today, older 10-cent coins, including those from 1972, are still found in circulation. Over time, many 1972 coins have become worn due to extensive use, making high-quality versions more valuable to collectors. The 10-cent coin remains in use *** today, but its composition and design have evolved slightly over time. Older coins, such as the 1972 edition, are often sought after by collectors, especially in high-grade or uncirculated conditions. The lyrebird design has become one of Australia's most recognizable coin images, symbolizing the country's rich wildlife. The 1972 Australian 10-cent coin may seem like an ordinary piece of change, but it carries a rich history from the early days of Australia's decimal currency system. Do you have one in your collection? If so, it might be worth taking a closer look. That wraps up our look at the 1972 Australian 10-cent coin. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Let me know in the comments, do you have a 1972 10-cent coin? I'd love to hear your stories.